What's going on, guys? I'm Simple Simon. I'm your comic book noob. Welcome to the NOOB Rebirth. Say hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
And how about a Merry Christmas to all our viewers?
I know, big thing. Hello, viewers.
That's right.
Sorry. No.
So a couple of weeks ago, Mark said something to me before I left, a video suggestion, and he said to me, "Hey man, why don't you talk about Marvel sometime?"
And let me just say, he really knocked it back. He just said, "No, man, Marvel. I don't like Marvel, man. Marvel sucks.
I didn't
they
say that.
suck. You're a DC all the way. You know, bro, Marvel." They're off camera, of course, you know. But and look at him now. He's a changed man. I did have someone come in and convince you, and he's a special guest that will come in later.
That's right. So today we're going to talk a bit about Marvel and probably a little bit about some of the movie trailers and stuff that they released just a week ago. So
Okay.
yeah, let's do this.
Nice.
Alright, so today we have a guest with us who's going to be our Marvel expert. You may have seen him on a live stream on my channel before, and he recently appeared on Comic Books NYC's Original Art Hour. Please welcome Mad Spidey.
Hey guys,
What's going on? Yes, got his ass kicked. Alright, so I guess the biggest thing that people are talking about with Marvel at the moment is all the trailers they released the other week. So did you have any thoughts? Have you watched them all?
Yeah, I've seen, well, there's 4 that I know of.
I think there was 4 main ones, yeah.
Yeah, I thought, they look really good. I just want them to hurry up and release them.
Is there anything in particular that I guess you're more excited for than the other?
Actually, What If is probably going to be very interesting.
That's an interesting one because everyone's talking about the What If one, I find, and I'm just like, to me, I've only read one What If book and I didn't enjoy it. But also the thing is, like, for me, it's like, what if? It's like, well, you know what? It wasn't. So to me, the What If stuff doesn't seem to matter as much. But
I love the Loki one, man. Like the Loki one looks so interesting. After seeing what happened to him during Endgame, how he gets the cube and disappears. To me, that's just more interesting to see where he goes, where they take that. It's endless, and to me, it looks like he's going through different dimensions and different So who knows if it's ever going to be a tie into like the Doctor Strange, the multiverse movie.
back just to the What If. Have you got a lot of What If books in the past?
I did read some back in the day, but not that many.
And were they like a big deal? Because
They're more of a gimmick.
What ifs were crazy. They were really cool, and there were things like, what if Jane Foster is a good example. What if Jane Foster was Thor? And then years later, it happened.
Yeah. Okay. So cool. So that's what I was going to get. So I guess one of the things is, what are some of the more, I guess, memorable, or is there any iconic What If Marvel stories?
I think there was one where what if Wolverine never had adamantium, or something like that.
It was pretty much always
crazy.
Take one story and change an element, especially a lot of origin stories as well.
Yeah.
So I think there might have even been one like, what if, Mary Jane got bitten by the radioactive spider instead of Peter Parker.
Yes.
Things like that. It was always changing one element and then see where it would go. And it was a gimmick, but it was fun at the same time.
Because the only What If I've read is a more recent one. When they brought it back a year ago or so, I read What If Peter Parker was the Punisher. And the cover was fantastic, but the story was dog crap. I struggled to get to the end of it. And then I think I bought another one which I haven't read, which is What If Ghost Rider was metal. And I was like, that's again, badass cover, but I don't know, I'm scared to read it because of the
It was mainly spitballing ideas. Yeah, as I said, it's just change an element in the story. They're all one-shots basically. There's no, as you said, no continuation, and that was the fun of it.
So what, I guess, about the trailer excited you then? I mean, do you know what it's going to be about, or what do you speculate that it's going to be about?
Well, obviously it's going to be multiple episodes. Probably every episode is going to be different.
Of course. I kept thinking it was going to be a movie. Sorry, yeah.
It's an animated series.
It makes sense, yes.
So one of the storylines is going to be, what if Peggy Carter became Captain America instead. So obviously you'll see her with the shield and things like that. She has the super soldier serum in her and things like that. So a different take on the original story, obviously. It'll just be a bit of fun to watch.
Yeah. All right. So what about the Loki one, Mark? You said you were excited about that one.
I'm very excited about it. I think it looks. It looks just really good. And everyone loves Tom Middleton.
Yeah,
Middleton. Hiddleston, sorry, so I got it all wrong anyway.
That's why we got the expert here. Right? Was Loki always that popular of a character, or did the actor make him that popular?
He's always been popular. Villains, yeah, they're always as popular, sometimes if not more.
Not a powerful villain as such, but a very top tier favourite
100%
sort of villain.
100%, and I think the actor, the way he was cast and the way he portrayed him, elevated that character.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just waiting for the day. I mean, this could be the time when they change him into a girl. I mean, I remember that time.
Lady Loki, yeah.
Lady Loki. You know, I mean, that was really cool as well. I mean, that might be the gateway. You know, and we actually might see, you know, the Frog Thor.
Yeah, that'll be
Frog Thor. Frog Thor.
What if, you know, in a what if Thor was a frog?
See, I don't have time for that. I got so much stuff to read. I don't care about what if Thor was a frog. I'm probably pissing everyone off because I'm saying how much I don't care about this stuff, but comic book people love this stuff.
Look, at the end of the day, buddy, you're still a noob. Sorry, buddy.
With the Loki thing, I guess not knowing what it's about, what would you like to see in it?
I don't know. I can't really say that I've got any expectations. I'd love to see Lady Loki in one point. Like he goes to a dimension, turns into a woman. I mean, that would be nuts. Or even another goes somewhere and he's actually got the Molyneux in his hand. You know, that would be cool as well.
Because it looks like it's going to be multiple stories per episode, or maybe just one story per episode.
Yeah.
And it's going to be, as you said,
Tesseract.
Different universes, different timelines. And Loki does have, especially Tom Hiddleston, has a massive female fan following as well.
Oh, mate.
If you've seen a lot of the fan art and things like that.
It'd be surprising if he's not up for like a Bond role. If Marvel obviously scheduling allows it, you know, because I reckon he'd make a great Bond. You know, a more modern day Bond.
You heard it here first.
I think so anyway. You know, suave, you know, but he could be manipulative, and I reckon if you put him into it, I think he'd be that action type as well. You know, because you wouldn't see it coming. But the only reason he would turn it down, because that is like a dream role, would be the whole Marvel thing. Each to their own. He's got a good thing going on with Marvel.
You're going to run your career how you see fit, right?
That's right.
So we'll move on to the next one, which is Falcon and Winter Soldier.
That looks amazing.
It does look good.
They're going to introduce characters. You're going to see who's going to get the shield. Who do you think will get the shield? Will someone get the shield?
Traditionally in comics, who got it?
Well, it went Captain, then Bucky, and then Falcon.
Yeah. So look, at the end of the day, Bucky was never going to get the shield. Never. Not in the MCU.
As in, like in the comics, he just had a temporary sort of run.
No, well, after Civil War, Captain America was shot, right, and he was dead, right. In the comics, everyone dies, and then everyone
That's
comes
why
back.
you need to read up on.
Yeah, and so Bucky was given the shield in the comic books, right? But he was Bucky as he was Captain America, Winter Soldier, Captain America. You know, like had a gun. He was rough as guts, you know, but it looked cool. It was different. He was like a Punisher-esque Captain America, you know. It was so different. They're no way ever going to do that on a Disney-based series. And 100%. In the MCU, Bucky is too messed up in the head, you know, like too traumatized.
Yeah.
He's too traumatized from what he went through with Hydra. So they give him that symbol of the shield of America. It's not a great symbol. So to give it to Falcon is the logical choice.
How much did they take from the comic books, and how much did they really make it their own sort of story?
Well, and that's the thing. Depending on how much of a traditionalist you are, they do what I like to call Hollywoodization. So they do tend to change. They keep key elements.
Coin right out.
they keep key elements, but don't necessarily follow the full story the way it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's
got to be for everybody, unfortunately.
You can't convert from paper to celluloid exactly the same. Not everything works, and Marvel's been going for 80 years, and so it's got a big history, whereas the MCU has been going for 10 years. So from the comic books, they used elements from Ultimate Universe that Bendis created, and the 616.
Standard universe?
Yeah, the standard universe, and so they saw what worked.
Last one, and then I guess I got something else I want to sort of mention. Last one, trailer, anyway, was WandaVision. I found the trailer very quirky and stuff like that, but What are your thoughts? Because again, I don't really know a lot about the characters. I've read one Scarlet Witch book. And
It's going to be loosely based on the Tom King series Vision.
okay,
So, you know, they're going to use elements of that.
The other thing
something?
that's supposed to be introducing is her true power. You actually see, all you see in the MCU movies is her moving stuff around, but she's actually got what you call, like, is it the
Reality warping.
yeah, or chaotic, you know, chaos power and things like that.
yeah, 'cause
So
she's very, very powerful from what I've heard. She killed all mutants or something.
yeah, she pretty much
In the comics, yeah.
in the comics, she destroyed all mutants. So that will be interesting if they take that spin on her power as well.
Which is why I think someone was saying like it was a very, because she fights Thanos in Endgame, I think, for a second, and everyone was like, yes, it's showing off her real powers.
That scene in Endgame, mate, when she confronts Thanos, she goes, "You took everything from me." I obviously I sunk down in my chair, going, "Oh my god, that's scary."
It was one of the
I
moments.
was scared.
There were many moments in when I watched Endgame. I remember people were like, you get a crowd reaction, you know what I mean? And that was one of the moments.
100%.
Yeah, I'm just interested to see how that show is made. I think just the way it looks and everything from the trailer is very
It looks
different.
Looks very trippy.
I think it's going to be shot in a very traumatic way, like chaotic way, and in this, by doing that, they're going to give you her mindset. So if she's confused and traumatized, they're going to traumatize the viewer by watching it. They're going to take the viewer for a journey into her psyche. And yeah.
It's a crazy psyche to be going through. I guess the last thing I want to talk about before I wrap up is just some of the talk about the new Spider-Man, because you're obviously a big Spider-Man fan. Obviously, they've talked about Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. Like, that's confirmed, right?
No.
No?
Everybody keeps posting fan art movie posters of the three characters together. But it is not being, or to my knowledge, is not being 100% confirmed. Everybody wants it
Yeah.
because they're trying to do a multiverse.
Yeah, I
type.
thought because obviously it's going back to Sony after this one, right?
What do you mean? It's already been Sony.
No. So like, I think it's like Spider-Man after this third movie that's done in the MCU.
No, they made another deal apparently.
So that's why you'll always say, instead of it coming up with Marvel, it'll say in association.
Yeah, but I heard I thought that they're going like Sony's going to start making them without the MCU now, is what I've heard, and so that's why they're building up Venom and all that shit, so then they can have and Morbius. Yeah, so I heard Tom Holland is done with the it's going to be separate. That's right.
Yeah, it's probably because there's too many conflicting stories.
But I think it's just from Sony wanting their thing back.
Yeah, well, because they made the deal basically with Disney, obviously to allow them into the MCU, things like that, because as Mark said, they own the characters, but they own the movie rights.
Let me know in the comments, guys, if the noob is correct on this one.
I think they should come. I think personally, like from a personal point of view, from a fan point of view, if they collaborated together and put everything in the same universe, they're all going to make money. So this is what people
But big
want.
corporations don't like making money with other corporations.
I mean, but that's just ridiculous. Like how ridiculous is that?
I know that, but it's never worked because people have egos and shit.
Correct, 100%.
The other thing that they've obviously talked about recently is Daredevil was going to be in Spider-Man, and it's going to be played by Charlie Cox.
Yep.
From
the
Netflix
TV series. So you guys heard that one?
Yep.
We've been seeing another spoiler movie poster being brought up where he's actually carrying Spider-Man and Deadpool's in the background.
Yeah.
Well, that Deadpool's not going to be.
No,
taken in.
but that's the thing that anything can happen.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for joining us today, mate.
Thank you for having me.
You gonna make any other appearances on YouTube coming up?
I will be on Comic Book NYC's channel December 30th, but that's American time, so 31st here. I haven't set a time yet, but I'll be on his original art hour,
Showing off some more goodness.
showing off some more stuff.
Awesome. And Mark, got plans for Christmas, mate?
My plans are to do nothing
Yeah.
and eat food and read comics.
And read comics? Nice. I need to do some of that, I think. On Christmas night, I am planning Christmas night in Australia. I am planning to do a live stream at night and have a few drinks and hang out with some people. So make sure you catch that. And do you want to say Merry Christmas, Mark?
Merry Christmas, Mark!
Thanks, guys. Keep it simple.
Tell me again.
So it's boom, boom, boom.
Hang on, let's work together. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
No, hang on, I got it like this.
Yeah, you go like this.
Oh, like this. Like this.
This is the interest. Give me a little bit of social distancing there. Just a little bit.
Not only for merchandise, but they can make deals.
But they have to run their business like the way they want to run it.
They want to run their business like this.
I'm done. I'm done. May I remind you, I'm here donating my time. Is that way I get treated?